The Philippine Consulate General in Frankfurt joins the Department of Agriculture, Department of Tourism, National Commission for Culture and the Arts, and the Philippine Culinary Heritage Movement as they lead the Filipino Food Month or Buwan ng Kalutong Pilipino this 2022 with the theme Pagkaing Pilipino, Susi sa Pag-unlad at Pagbabago. The national celebration of Filipino Food Month aims to appreciate, preserve, promote, and ensure the transmission of the vast Filipino culinary traditions and treasures to future generations, and to support the various industries, farmers, and agri-communities. Two Filipina home cooks are making waves in the kitchen and sharing their delectable Filipino home-cooked dishes and baked goodies in Germany. Through their culinary skills, honed by cooking as hobby, they are opening a new level of understanding for Germans to explore and delight in Filipino cuisine. Meet the two Pinay power home cooks in Germany, Ivy Chabon David and Johnny Canlobo Paiko.
Hi, I'm Ivy. I'm from Cagayan de Oro. And dumating ako sa Germany noong February of 2018. And I married a German guy. And I have now a son, which is 3.5 years old now. So, yeah, and we're living in Munich.
Good day sa inyong lahat. I'm Johnny Paiko, and I was born and raised in Bacolod City. I'm living here in Germany for almost 15 years with my 4-year-old son and my German husband. And yeah, I'm a hobby cook and baker at the same time. I'm a nurse by profession, and yes, I'm a homemaker too. Basically, yung cooking at saka yung baking, mas nauna yung cooking ko way back pa sa Bacolod because dahil sa parents ko, through my mother who is also a passionate cook at saka in line din sa business ng family namin na yung cooking at saka baking. That's where I learned the kitchen life, kumbaga. Hands-on na tinuro ng mama ko sa amin. Tapos hanggang sa nadala ko na rin dito sa Germany yung pagiging passionate cook ko. At saka dahil sa German family ko na they appreciate this kind of kitchen na winelcome nila sa household nila. That's why in every occasion or whatever simple meal lang dito sa bahay, I infuse Ilonggo kitchen into my dishes. Comfort food, siguro it goes back kung may sakit tayo na may lagnat or whatever. Yung niluluto ng mother ko na yung linaga, word which for Tagalog, they associate that with bulalo, something yung mainit na sabaw na yun talaga ang pinaka-heart ng ng kitchen. Yun ang kaya lahat ng mga local ingredients from Bacolod, kahit noon pa na bago pa lang ako dito sa Germany, every time I go home, every time I go back to the Philippines, I always bring all those local ingredients like batuan, kadyos, and everything na lahat nandun sa wet market namin. Binabiyahe ko lahat dito. So that's why yung German family ko, they know what's in my kitchen.
When I was still young, I always cook with my mom, and she always taught me how to slice spices and all, and even making donuts. But I'm not into baking yet at that time when I was still small, but making donuts is more fun we have one panadero at a time. I remember. And then since I was so eager to learn and you know, I feel like the dough is a Play-Doh for me. So as in like ayokong hindi mag-join sa panadero. I feel like it's fun to do it to the point na it makes it quick because we have. So then what's funny, I took the pot out of his it, and I tried to set, and then nahulog siya because of me.
Oh.
So when I climb up and get the dough and run away. So it was like cooking is really like not a hobby but an activity full of love and fun, especially when with my mom. So and then around I think 7 years old or 8 years old, my mom started to teach me how to measure like flour, sugar, so the basics of making cake. But my first love is really cooking. So
I see.
I as I told a few friends also that I've been an accident here in Germany. So I bake cakes, but not as what I have done here, I think.
Yeah.
My Filipino comfort food is adobo.
Adobo, I see. Yeah.
Also the nilaga, which is I think the same as Miss Jenny, because we call it in Bisaya nilaga. So we have that on Sunday. My mom always have that with all the families gathered together and in time during Sundays. So that's it. And then and my the nilaga or the bulalo or whatsoever, that soup. My mom really loves to cook and very hands-on in her family. So maybe for me, I look up into that idea, but now that I am here, that I have my own family, I think I enjoyed it more than going to the restaurant. And especially when my husband and my kid loves what I cook, I would say to my husband, I can stay in the whole day and never get tired.
I know.
You know?
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. Maybe you can add something to that, Miss Johnny. What do you think? Can you?
Yeah, for me, yung cooking, first and foremost is yung sabi na natin, parang stress reliever ko siya. Aside from the fact na I really love cooking, that's I'm at my best when I'm in the kitchen. And yung cooking ko is more like for my family. I cook wholeheartedly, just like my late mother who did that for us. Kumbaga sa ano, yung values na na-learn ko sa bahay, seeing my mother hands-on sa business niya, together sa family sa amin. Nadala ko dito sa Germany and I apply that also to my family. Kumbaga ano yung cooking ko, doon ko ini-introduce, doon ko ni-raise yung anak ko to see yung value ng pagkain.
I see.
Na makikita niya na yung pagkain is being done, being cooked with these ingredients dito sa bahay. Kahit yung mga local ingredients from the Philippines, we already have an eye on that. We are basically like Ilonggo kitchen, and sometimes I do some twist to like sa German side naman, para at least hindi na nila yung diversity, yung flexibility ng pagkain. Yeah, we also enjoy eating out, pero mas gusto ko na dito sa bahay kasi doon kami nagbaband ng family ko, doon kami, dahil sa busy ng buhay natin dito, minsan we tend to forget those important topics na pwede naman natin mapag-usapan. So we do that on the sa table na ini-enjoy namin yung pagkain at the same time yung presence ng bawat isa.
Yes, I agree, no? Minsan talaga during the meals, doon tayo nakakapag, oh, how was your day? No? Doon natin, doon natin nakakamusta yung isa't isa during meals.
Baking is just like an accidental event, I think, that I bought a cake in that small gathering, like a Filipino gathering, and a few friends or new friends when I came here in Germany. So that's when I did, but I thought doing it in a business business side. But then a couple of friends encouraged or asked, or no, not a couple of friends, but I think 3 of them started to say that, oh, why don't you bake for us, and then we pay you, and you know, we order whenever we want to order. At least, you know, you have not really income, but because I was new back then, so for me it's like, okay, yeah, I mean, to keep me busy, because I don't know where to start actually. Either to start looking for a job, but then language, you need course with fluent in German language. So then when it started like a word of mouth, and I think one took one piece of cake her work, and then that's where it started. I mean, and then another friend added me in a group, in an international parent group, and then in another one, I don't know how upset I am now. So then I gained some clients, and I'm happy that they like the way the texture. I mean, it's different from a German cake texture. Mm-hmm. It's more of a Filipino kind of, you know, smooth, moist, and you know, I don't have bulk. I mean, I don't just buy and then just keep it there. So I wait for a customer who will order, and then I go to the grocery. So maybe that's the reason why if you do fresh ingredients, better.
Yes,
you know?
correct. I agree. Yeah.
I made a little bit. Sometime I make an experiment, doing this and compared to this, buying from that store or Mitsukai, let's say for the meat. It really has a big difference. I believe my. So he's more like not health, but you know, fresh ingredients, and he was, and I was like, okay, then, and when I did, and then yeah, it really made a difference. So that's I think for me,
Yeah.
and the skills I owe it to my client. If you do something and if you don't have the basics, then you know. So my mom taught me the basics of cakes and cooking, so it's for her.
Yes, that's nice. We owe it always to our parents, to our mother especially.
With regards to sa pagbe-bake, it goes back uli doon sa Bacolod City where I grew up. Nung grade 6 ako, nag-venture yung parents ko to enter baking business. Tapos hanggang sa tumuloy-tuloy siya, pero I never baked a single bread nung andun ako sa Philippines. I was more on sales, I was more on bringing it to the people. Naglalako ako, parang ganon. Pumupunta kami ng mga probinsya, nagdadala ng mga tinapay. I'm not sure if you're familiar with yung, pupunta kayo ng parang yung mga suburbs, tapos bababa yung mga farmers from the mountains. Tapos, I'm not sure, how do you call that in your dialect? But sa amin, tawag doon is bulante. That's where I started nung pagtitinda, how I help my family. Dito naman sa Germany, since I came here, dahil sa homesickness at saka sa cravings na gusto mong kumain ng tinapay, kumain ng pandesal, yung mga local breads natin, wala ka namang mapagbibilhan dito. So I tried doing it myself. At first, that was a very big challenge because, like I said, I never bake a single bread back home. May mga panadero kami. Doon ko lang sila nakikita kung paano nila nirolol yung mga tinapay, nilalabas doon sa mga oven namin na mga ito parang tao taas. Pero as in wala talaga ako. Nagpapacking lang ako ng mga tinapay. Dito talagang nag-try talaga ako na gumawa ng sarili ko. I try to share it again, yung mga tasters ko, yung German family ko, yung mga friends ko din na dito malapit, at saka yung mga neighbors ko din na mga German. Until such time, I brought these baked goodies sa trabaho ko. Then later on, they asked if I can bake during the team sitzung. Nagdadala na ako ng mga Pilipino na tinapay hanggang sa nagustuhan nila. Until such time, pandemic hits us. Yung mga Pilipino ko ng mga kaibigan, yung mga German ko din ng mga acquaintances, doon na sila nag-aano na, you know what, you can sell your products. You can sell your baked products because you have to share kung ano yung meron ka. Kasi lahat tayo nagka-crave. Pero we don't have the access to it. Kasi sa busy ng buhay natin dito, we don't have the luxury of time to bake. At saka minsan sa dami ng nabibake natin, hindi rin makakain ng family natin, for example. So that's where I started. Na yung paunti-unti hanggang sa yung parang nagiging happy ako sa feedback ng mga na bumibili sa akin. It's not for purely for income driven, but yung parang yung accomplishment mo na you were able to spread the Filipino taste through that simple pandesal, through that simple Spanish bread. For me, that's more than the price they pay for me. Kumbaga sa doon ko na learn, doon ko na appreciate din yung ko na sabi ko, through my humble kitchen, I could be able to spread this Filipino taste na lahat tayo magiging happy. Kumbaga at saka na-try ko din na i-recreate yung piyaya, which is Bacolod's best known na pasalubong. And so far, mainit naman yung pagtanggap ng positive naman yung pagtanggap nila ng piyaya. So far, doon, kumbaga sa I am happy na yung mga naturo ng parents ko sa akin, I was able to put it in action here.
Yes, very well said, no, Miss Johnny. And you were able to put it into practice, and at the same time, you were able to share it to other people, and not just to Filipinos, but to other nationalities, to Germans. So kahit hindi natin ito bansa, we bring our Filipino culture or Filipino food here in Germany. Same with Miss Ivy, like what she said with the customers, they know the differentiate, they can taste the difference of the German cake and the Filipino cake. Yeah, so that is very inspiring, Miss Ivy and Miss Johnny, sa lalong-lalo na sa you were able to let the Germans explore and experience our food in your own little ways. Yeah, so we end up with the message. We start with Miss Ivy.
Okay, to my fellow bakers, just keep on baking, actually, and keep on practicing, and take all the feedbacks sa mga nag-try ng mga goods nyo. Huwag kayong matakot sa feedbacks. It's where you learn, actually, and improve. Improve your products or your goods. And if you're really if you have the passion in baking and cooking, and love what you're doing, it will just flow naturally, and you don't have to force yourself, even if you're not a chef, parang instinct na yan eh. So for me, when I was still small, I've learned it, but now I put love into cooking and baking, and I think it shows, I think.
Siguro on my part, with baking or cooking or whatever talent you have, I guess you just have to do it wholeheartedly. Kasi once you have passion in doing your craft, may purpose kasi yan eh. We always have to believe yung divine intervention na plus, of course, yung talent na goes with it. There's always a purpose sa passion natin. Passion in cooking, passion in baking. You just have to give everything you have. Of course, with those core values na natutunan natin from our parents, from our mother, of course, at saka, kasi it replicates sa kahit simple food lang yan, making use of any exotic or yung expensive ingredients. Once you do it with love, nagre-replicate yung doon, and it gives the taste, yung parang a band na ma-appreciate not only your family but of course those other people na nag-try noon, and kumbaga sa your food, your product replicates you. Kung anong gusto mong magiging outcome ng ginagawa mong pagkain, yun din ang lumalabas sa pagkain. Kumbaga, it comes with your mood, it comes with basta ibigay mo lang lahat yung best mo, and just continue to strive. There's always a room for mistake. May room na mapakla yung minsan yung pagkain mo, yung tinapay matigas, yung cake, yung hindi it's not what you expect. Pero just like what I said, from mistakes we learn a lot, and just continue with your talent, with your craft, because it comes from within. Lahat ng values, yung lessons na na-learn natin from our home, like what I said, we put it here in practice.
Yes, thank you very much for your time, Miss Ivy and Miss Jani. So, that's all for today, and for sure we'll see each other soon. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for your time. Bye.
Bye!